Simple baking is good for tea, and on the road, and for a snack. Shortbread cookies with poppy seeds are tender, crumbly, and very tasty. And it's a pleasure to cook it. You can do it with your child, it will also be fun. A meat grinder will be required for registration. How to make cookies. Prepare the ingredients. Butter should be soft, at room temperature. Sift wheat flour through a sieve and mix it with baking powder in a separate bowl. Shake the eggs and set aside a tablespoon of eggs to lubricate the cookies before baking. Add sugar, salt, and vanilla sugar to most of the eggs. In the same container, add butter at room temperature. Whisk everything with an immersion blender. I think you can use a whisk. Add flour in portions and knead the dough. It can take a little more flour or a little less. The dough should be soft, but not sticky. This time I had to add 1 tablespoon more flour. This is how the dough should end up, being cool, not sticky, and retaining its shape well. Cover it with a film and put it in the cold for half an hour. Mix the previously beaten egg with milk. Assemble the meat grinder, but without a knife. Mince the dough in the same way as in the photo. We need quite long stripes, about 20 centimeters in length. Cut them off when you have enough. Transfer the dough strips to the parchment laid out on the mold. Try not to crumple it and not to overheat it in your hands. Select a few strips of dough and twist the roses right here on the parchment. Like that. Lubricate all the roses with egg and milk with a brush. Sprinkle them with poppy seeds on top. Bake the cookies for 15 to 20 minutes at 200 degrees until golden brown. Determine the time by your oven. Check the cookies in 8 to 10 minutes, maybe you will bake them less. Make sure they don't burn. Cool the finished cookies and transfer to a wide plate. This is how the cookies look from below. They are well baked, but they are not burnt. This is what cookies look like in a fault. It tastes very delicate and fragile.